No way. Fish. It is so cold. It is so cold. I can barely eat my fingers. My fingies. They don't feel the greatest. All right, today's challenge, folks, is kind of a weird one. I guess let's kind of get into it. All right, to start off, I guess we're pretty much gonna do a 1v1 versus myself to see who can catch more fish on a bobber setup with just a little ice jig, that right there. And then on our other rod, we got a mimic minnow. Just like our last video, this is actually the mimic minnow that we want, the bigger one. This is the 1/8 ounce one in this shad color that has a little bit of blood on the gills, as you guys can see. I like it. It's not my favorite color. They didn't have the perch one. They had another color that was near perch, but I got that, but I'm throwing this right now because Shrub, my buddy, he usually throws this and he seems to have a good time with it and seems to catch fish. So with that being said, I don't want to take much of your time. Let's get into the shenanigans. Also, the challenge today is to use 3-year-old, as you guys can tell, these are fish eggs that you usually use for trout. 3-year-old fish eggs from a Montana trip. And I don't even know how old these little gulp, I don't even know what these are. Earthworms, fake earthworms. And then like, these might even be 5, 6, 7 years old. Gulp alive maggots. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be putting on that rod, just to see, literally just to see what we can catch. I have no idea. I mean, the goal is to catch bass, but I'm saying I don't know if we're even going to be able to hook into anything really, but we'll see. All right, let's get a cast. All right, guys, what's going on? It is day 2 of, I guess, the trying to catch fish open water with a bobber or a mimic minnow, you know, soft plastic little swim jig thing, or swim bait, excuse me. So yeah, we're at the same place. It's a little bit nicer today. A quarter of the pond is frozen, so it got pretty cold last night, but today it's pretty nice. It's about 30 right now, but not much wind. It says about 10 miles an hour, but we must be getting some sort of break right now. It's really not that bad. So today on the bobber, we're gonna use earthworms, see where that goes, and then we're gonna cast around the old mimic minnow, the juice, the absolute money juice. So stay tuned, guys. Let's see what happens. Anybody knows, everybody who's ever used this stuff knows how bad it smells. So don't obliterate me in the comments, because this stuff smells horrendous. Like, it smells like vinegar. Like, no wonder why it's still preserved after probably 5 years of sitting in that container. Well, we're making a legitimate bait change. I don't think I'm gonna get anything on this mimic minnow because I'm working it way too fast. And I can't really work it any slower. So I think we're gonna go to a jerk bait, a little rising jerk bait. See what happens. I don't know. We'll give her a little test run right here. Jesus Christ. Just about broke the bill off. Well, I guess we could say that was cool, but I mean, we're literally getting nothing out here. Yeah, I haven't had a single bite on the bobber. You know, haven't been throwing the jerkbait that we switched up to in this pond, at least, because there's barely enough actual liquid water to cast into with the bobber, which kind of sucks, but you know, what can you do? But yeah, we used to be able to come here and ice fish this spot and get some sort of fish, but I guess we really can't, which sucks. You know, like, it's pretty much just froze to the bone. Alright, what's up, guys? It is day 3 now of, I guess, trying to catch fish, open water at the old pond. Today is way nicer. It's like pretty much 50 degrees, no clouds in the sky. Yeah, it's absolutely perfect, very low wind. So yeah, I mean, like I said, same challenge, bobber, casting with whatever, pretty much. I was using a jerkbait 2 days ago, and today I'm probably going to be using the Mimic minnow and see where things go. But let's hop on the GoPro. I'm excited. Was trying to get out here earlier, had some trouble at the house. Water pump went out, so I have 0 water pressure, and I haven't taken a shower since Saturday, so that's great. So let's see what happens. All right, I'm gonna take this 2-day-old shitty earthworm off. That drag is probably way too loose. That's probably a little bit better. But I think, oh, don't want to kneel on that. That is soaking wet. Awesome. Now my knees are wet. The bag's probably a little wet now too. I think we're gonna go with the Gulp Alive maggots. The old Gulp Alive maggot things. These things are so nasty, but they seem to work. I just realized I went to Walmart today to go grocery shopping, and I probably could have picked up some actual worms or some actual, you know, live bait. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go with 2 to start with. This stuff makes your hands smell so bad. It's unbelievable. But we're gonna adjust our bobber a little bit. I'll go about there, see what happens. We're gonna bomb this thing out into the middle. That's probably where they're at. And I think we got tangled up. What's going on with that bobber? My bobber seems fine. Oh, Betsy. I'm gonna try and get a lot better cast. If I had a slip bobber, this would probably be better, but never used one and I don't own any, so. All right, come on. Oh, just launched it. All right, that's a good cast. We'll leave that there. Let's get our other bait set up. Is that a... No way. I actually might have just found... Oh, there's no knife in it, though. I don't know if you guys can see that. Dude, this pond is just gifting me with literally anything. It's a Gerber knife case. Look at that thing. Freaking Gerber knife case. The knife must have rusted out and fell on the ground, but that's pretty cool. That's just so crazy that I keep finding shit like that in this pond. There's bobbers everywhere. It's insane. We're gonna tie on a regular jerkbait, a regular suspending one. All right. I got a regular jerkbait tied on. I don't even know what color this is. Slow sinking, shallow. Pretty shallow, running one. Which is what you want in a pond like this. It is 5 feet deep out in the deepest point. But it is fairly weedy. I'm gonna get a new cast on this bobber. Try and get out there farther. Doesn't help that the wind's blowing and it keeps going every which direction I don't want it to go. And this jerkbait has a little bit more oomph to it, a little bit heavier than that other one, which is nice. Perfect. So I can actually work it how I would like to work a jerkbait, which is really, really slow. You don't have to do such aggressive jerks like I do, but I find that when you do it really aggressive like that, these winter seasons, and super slow, I mean like major seconds in between each iteration, you also don't want to reel up your line until that bait moves. You pretty much want to jerk it on a slack line, because even a little bit of movement could kind of scare them away if it isn't like a full jerk, because they'll see that little tiny movement and they'll lose interest. Nothing so far. Besides it being pretty darn warm out and I'm almost sweating. Might have to pop off the old sweatshirt. Good thing I wore a shirt under this. That could have been bad. And also kind of weird because there's just some dude that's been sitting in his car with the lights on the entire time I've been here. It is a warm one today, folks. Jesus. It really has not been this warm in a hot minute.
No way. Fish. Let's go. Get up in here. Get in here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go, dude. Oh, and that is a actually good bass too. Oh my God, that is the coldest bass I've ever held. Oh my God, he bit it so weird. It's like upside down in his mouth. Oh God, he is an active little guy. First bass, actually just first fish of the open water season, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that. First fish of the open water season. This is awesome. Look at that. Look at that thing. Absolute beauty of a fish. Maybe about a pound. Somewhat thick, not super thick, but look at that thing. That is awesome. Gonna get a photo and get her back. All right, we're going on the phone. Try to get some halfway decent pictures for a thumbnail, but there he goes. Hopefully he can get through those weeds. Hopefully he made it. That's awesome. Let's go. Well, our GoPro died, so I didn't get it on video. But just caught this guy at the second spot towards the end of the day. But look at that thing. Not a bad bass. Out here, pretty much about 15 feet in front of those logs there, but look at that pretty fish. Nice big tail on it. Not as cold as that first one that I caught. Had a little bit of a gut on it. Not too bad, not too bad. Very, very pretty fish. Nice and dark. His eyes are a little close than normal, I think, but she'll live. Mint. All right, let's get her back. Okay. Oh, this water's so nasty. Come on, buddy. Come on, bud. Oh, there he goes. There she goes. Right next to some styrofoam. But that's awesome. Went all the way around this pond and finally got something. Let's go. Boys and girls, we got ourselves another one. Look at that. Look at how he ate it. Ate the whole thing. Like, ate it so fast that I was able to set the hook after it ate. Like, a couple seconds or two. But look at that thing. Whew. Not... Well, if you really hold it out, it's a pretty small fish, but it's a fish, man. All right, gonna get a release on this little guy, a little fish flip for you. Bingo. She's ripping. She's back where she's at. And yeah, I think we may have found the juice at this spot. So I guess we're gonna keep casting it and see what happens. Well, I actually think we found the juice. We got ourselves another one. This is insane. What is that, 2 or 3 out of this spot? That's awesome. Look at that thing. It's a little guy, but still. I'm kind of mad my GoPro died, but we got this guy though. All right, let's get him back.